This is a big day. This brooder is full of little ones who aren't so little anymore, and it's time for them to move into their big girl home. I've said many times in this training that you don't have as much time as you think you have to get the coop and run ready. Here is a video we shot when this brood of chicks was just a couple of days old. That's Elsa, a Swedish flower hen. And here is Elsa 7 weeks later. She's fully feathered and has more than tripled in size. Isn't she beautiful? As your hens enter adulthood, how you care for them changes. In this part of the training, we'll discuss what to expect as your little ones transition from chicks to pullets and then to mature hens. The first thing to know is that as your girls become adult birds, the amount of time you spend on their daily care should drop significantly. In fact, my daily chicken routine takes about 10 minutes. That includes letting them out in the morning, filling the feeder, checking their water, and making sure things stay clean. Hens are pretty low maintenance if you do a few basic things well. Pretty quickly, you'll develop your own routine. But first, you need to get them from the brooder to the coop. And here are some things to think about as you plan for that transition. Number 1, your chicks need to be fully feathered before they leave the brooder, as their feathers provide the insulation they need to stay warm at night. At 5 to 6 weeks, most breeds will be fully feathered and ready for the coop. Number 2, think about the outside temperature, particularly the overnight low. Remember that even at 6 weeks of age, your chicks still need a consistent temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 Celsius. Even in warmer climates, nighttime temperatures can drop well below that threshold. Check your local forecast to gauge what the overnight temperatures will be. Number 3, a week before you plan to move your chicks, take ambient temperature readings in your coop well after sundown. Depending on the construction of your coop, it may be a few degrees warmer than the outside temperature. Number 4, consider whether or not you will be using supplemental heat in the coop. Keep in mind what I said in the coop and run portion of this training. There are significant risks to using supplemental heat. 1, it will change your bird's physiology, and 2, there is always the chance of a coop fire. My personal recommendation is to avoid using supplemental heat. Anytime I get chicks, I plan for them to be fully feathered during the warmest months of the year. When I transition them to the coop, they are fine without supplemental heat. Number 5, think about where you will put the feeder and waterer. Will they be in the coop? In the run? One in the coop and the other in the run? That's really up to you. With our latest flock, we have both the feeder and the waterer in the run. We did this because we want to keep the coop cleaner and give the girls more room. By the way, you may have noticed that things look different. That's because in the middle of making this video training, we moved to a new house. We brought the coop with us and repainted it. But the run is new and much larger. Number 6, when you move your girls to the coop, keep them there for 3 to 4 days without letting them out into the run. This teaches them that the coop is their new home. Some people put the chick brooder inside the coop to ease the transition, but I've never done this. Of course, they'll need the feeder and waterer from their brooder while they're confined to the coop. If temperatures are going to be stifling hot, keep the windows open in your coop so a breeze can blow through. You might also want to use a window fan. Once you do let your girls out into the run, they should go back in at night on their own. If they don't, keep them inside the coop for another 2 to 3 days before letting them out again. Repeat this until they learn to go home at night. Number 7, designate an old pair of shoes as your coop boots. Try as you might, it is virtually impossible to avoid stepping in chicken poop. It will happen. And finally, number 8, enjoy this time with your chickens. Childhood has passed and your girls are entering adulthood. You will see their combs and wattles begin to develop and their adult plumage will emerge. They will also develop their big girl voice. You will still hear a lot of peeping, but mixed in will be some clucking. Expect some squawking, too, when someone gets perturbed. And at between 8 and 10 weeks, you should see an established pecking order. All of this is a lot of fun to observe. Give your girls occasional treats, spend time with them, and watch their personalities develop. Most of all, get ready for that first egg to be laid. It'll be coming in just a few months.